So you went to use the Codonics machine and it's out of ink. What do we do now? You're gonna come up to it. You don't even need to turn it off to do this. We're gonna pull up on this tab here and you're gonna pull this whole thing forward. It's gonna pull up an error code on the screen that you can't really see right now, but that doesn't matter. So here's the ink bay. You're just gonna hit this button that says ink and it's gonna move this ink cartridge over to the side. This lever, this little gray lever, you're gonna pull down. It's got a little finger groove to show you that you're doing it right. That's gonna pop up. And now you can take the ink cartridge out. We're gonna replace it with the new one. And all you do is get this fitted down into the bay. It's got a little seat to it, and so you'll know it when you see it. We're gonna take this little purple lever, that gets pushed down. The gray one comes back up, and we push it down until it clicks. It's gonna be a nice, satisfying click, and this is gonna stay in that locked position. We're gonna hit ink one more time over here on the side and it will load it back up and it's ready to go. We close the top and it goes back to a normal screen. So I've shown you how to replace the ink. Now we're gonna learn how to replace the paper in the back. Let's say we ran out of paper, okay? You are going to lift up on the back cover and this is going to come backwards like this. You're also gonna lift open the front cover. This is gonna open here. There are two buttons beside the ink button. One says load, it's the middle button. The far right button will say unload. So because we currently have labels in this system, we're gonna hit unload. And it's going to push those labels out the back. You can then take these labels and you're gonna take this whole assembly out. So here's these labels, because like I said, this one's not actually empty. But in a real empty configuration, you're gonna see a spool and it's got these little teal covers on it, okay? We're gonna remove these, and this is very important. These never go away. These always stay with the machine, okay? We're gonna take a new thing of labels and you're gonna attach these to the sides like this. They go into the new labels. And then we're going to take these labels and those little teal deals fit in this little groove, okay? I'm gonna move this camera real quick just to show you how to feed these labels in. These labels, there's this other teal fastener right here. These labels are gonna go underneath that, all right? So as you feed these down underneath that clip, you're gonna start advancing them and hit the load button on the front. And what you should see is those labels will load in, okay? Now that you have those labels loaded, we're ready to close the top of each side and you should be ready to go. Now, after you load those labels, it is gonna spit out a couple of blank labels just to make sure it knows where the tracking is in between labels.